you started a Facebook group, right? And you did all of this work. You put up all of the content in there. You done created your units. You even got some posts up. You done put up some videos and all that good stuff, right? And you're like, man, yes, the people are about to start flooding in this Facebook group. It's about to be popping, right? And then you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, and it's like, tumbleweeds. Nobody's in your group but you. Oh yeah, you do have one member. Mom did decide to join your group. Well, that's not going to be a problem anymore, because guess what, guys? Today, what I'm going to talk about is 3 easy steps, okay? 3 easy steps how to get more members in your Facebook group in 2020. All right, so I definitely want you to stick around with me to the end, because not only am I going to show you these 3 simple steps, I'll actually show you some of my own recent results of doing exactly what I'm going to show you to do inside of my own private Facebook group. All right. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm 𝐘𝐨𝐮'𝐬, baby. All right, and my channel is all about what I call the 3 M's of entrepreneurship. That means I deal with the mindset, the marketing, and the multiple streams of income, baby. Because I already know you came here because you want to learn how to better be able to increase in your business, get more friends, followers, all of that good stuff, so that you get more leads and sales, right? Because that's what leads to the money. So if that's what you came here for, you're in the right place. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. All right, so other than that, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this, okay? Let's get down to these 3 easy steps, okay? Number 1, the first thing that you're going to do is actually locate a similar group to yours, okay? Whatever your group is about, you're going to find another Facebook group that is very similar, has very similar interests. Now, why are you going to do that? Because think about it. If your group is about, let's say for instance, like I have a group that caters to network marketers, affiliate marketers, MLM marketers, right? All of that make money online type of industry, right? So if that's what my Facebook group is about, and those are the people, the type of people that I want to help, help to learn how to get leads and sales and all that good stuff, right? Then it makes sense that I want those type of people in my Facebook group, right? That means I want to go ahead and find other groups, right, that I can join, okay, that have that same interest. So let's go ahead and do that, okay? Now you can type in, like I said, depends on your niche. You might want to type in, like network marketing, or something like that, to find some different groups that you're in, or if you're not in, you can join those groups, as long as those groups are places that have your ideal audience, the type of people that you want in your group. You're just going to go to those type of groups to get those people. But let me go ahead and show you how I kind of get a little bit even more targeted, instead of just doing like network marketing groups, right? Because sometimes in just general network marketing groups, you might find a lot of spammers in that group, right? So let me just give you an example of a group that really has some of my ideal audience type of people in there that I definitely would love to help in my Facebook group. So let's see what we got. All right. I chose a Facebook group that has a lot of different network marketers, and they are beginning network marketers, not necessarily like brand new, but they are still on their journey, which means I have a lot of information that I could be able to share with them if they were in my group, that they can also learn alongside of anything else that they're learning, okay? So, and this is one of the groups that I would choose to do that in, all right? Because I am a part of this group, all right? So that is number 1. You find a group, right, that is similar to the type of Facebook group that you're going to have. That is definitely key to target that in. Now let's move on to step number 2. You want to do what I like to call warm up the group. Okay, now if you've already been in the group, awesome, you've probably already been doing this. And what I mean by warming up the group is you want to post helpful content right in that group, even though this is not your Facebook group, right? But you still want to help people. That's the whole purpose that you're doing this, to help people at the end of the day, right? So you want to go ahead and warm the people up to you by go ahead and providing value right in that group. Now, if you have already been doing this, for the last, maybe month or so, you're good to go. But let's just say you're just now finding this video, you're just now, learning this process. No big deal, guys. You can start right from where you're at, okay? You go ahead, go into the group that you found and start doing some helpful posts, okay, that can actually educate the people in that group. Now, here's a tip. You want to do this at least about a couple weeks, okay? Do this for at least about a couple weeks, all right, to really warm the group up. Because here's what's going to happen. As you're putting up that helpful content in that Facebook group that you chose, people are going to get a chance to see that, and they're going to see what a helper you are, and they're going to be like, oh wow, this is awesome. I love D. D is helping, I would love, to be, further connected to D. Now, let me show you some examples, because I have been in this group for a while warming it up, okay? So I will show you an example of some of the things that I post in this group, so you will know what to post and what not to post. All right, so let's check out some of the posts that I've done. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some of these posts here. All right, this is a post here that I did because I noticed that some people were having some confusion, right? Some people were having some confusion on the actual program, in this particular Facebook group, right? So what I wanted to do was I wanted to help people by helping to clear that up, okay? That means I went in, I saw some of the things that people were posting about, some of the complaints. Complaints are huge to look for, because if people are complaining about things, right, that doesn't mean they're like whining and crying, but they're complaining because that means they need help, right? So I see a complaint as an opportunity to literally help another entrepreneur, okay? So I saw some of the things they were complaining about, and so I decided to make a post to address that. Like, people were complaining about that they weren't sure the difference between the PWA program and the ambassador program, right? They just weren't sure. But guess what? I was sure, so I could add that clarity. So I literally did a post, right? And say, hey, I noticed some people were having confusion understanding the difference between the PWA program and the ambassador program. So let me go ahead and give you guys a tip so that you can further understand it. That is literally providing value in this group, specifically for this group, because that is something that a lot of people were confused about. Let me show you an example of some other posts so you really understand what you should be posting. All right, here's another example of a post that I did. This post is dealing more with like mindset. I was talking about that I heard people, for the last week saying they can't wait for things to go back to normal because, right now, we're dealing with the quarantine and everything like that, right? Now, that means there are a lot of people out there who maybe just started online, people who maybe they're just checking it out and they're interested in starting online, but they're a little nervous, right? I said, hey, I'm putting up a post here about some mindset to kind of put people at ease, right? Once again, keep in mind that if you're in the make money online niche, you're dealing with entrepreneurs, right? Whether they're online or offline, honestly, a lot of times we kind of, have our mind get messed up, right? Our mind plays tricks on us, right? So we always have to deal with mindset, and keeping a positive mindset. So one of the things that you'd want to post in there is post something that helps to uplift people and keep them in a positive spirit. Because what's going to happen is people are going to see you as a positive person, and hopefully that's not a ploy, like you are a positive person, right? Okay, all right, so they're going to see that about you, see your post, and they're going to start loving and commenting on that post. But ultimately, everyone in the group is going to be able to get warmed up to you a lot faster because they see the type of person that you are based on what you're posting right there in the group. All right, so far you've seen me give tips in the group. You've seen me give some mindset type of post, right, to help people with mindset. And the other type of post that I really like to post, and this is if you have this type of information, is a proof pic. Like if you're in a particular group where people promote a particular program in there and you do have some proof, this goes a long way as well. So you see this type of post here I put up, right? And I put up a proof pic showing that I earned some income. But remember I told you that I was going to give you tips on not just what to post, but what not to post, all right? So here's the deal. I put up a proof pic. Yeah, that's true. But don't just put up a proof pic and leave it that. Don't just put up a proof pic and say, hey, look at me. I'm making all the money. Woo! All right? Because that can come off as being a braggart, and nobody really likes a braggart, especially because you're probably dealing with people in that group who maybe they haven't had success yet. They're really trying hard, right? So you don't want to come off as you just throwing up proof pics and that's it, like, look at me, I'm so good, you suck. No, okay? So you see, I made it out of a whole post right here. I said, hey, no, this is not simply showing you guys another proof pic this time. I literally, told them that, and I went on to give them some more tips. And in this particular post, right, I was addressing one of the concerns of the group. One of the concerns in this particular group was that not everybody could afford ClickFunnels, to make a capture page and everything like that, So I put up a post that, hey guys, I was able to make a commission without using ClickFunnels. There are other alternatives, right? And if you already have some email subscribers in your autoresponder, you can literally send it out without a capture page because you already have those emails on your list. So I was giving them those tips on how they could get these same results, right? So that means giving value, guys, keep this in mind. Giving value is literally helping someone be able to see something a different way, or helping them get a result in their own life, their own business, even if they never join you in anything, right? So I literally gave them some tips along with showing them the proof. So it's like, hey, yes, I'm very grateful that I got this proof pic, that I got a commission, but I'm even more grateful that I have some knowledge that I can share with you guys in the Facebook group. Think about that for a minute, okay? Now, so you get what I'm saying when I'm saying to warm up the group. And like I said, if this is your first time in that particular Facebook group, no big deal. Just do this for a couple of weeks, okay, like I said, to warm up the group. And let me just go ahead and put some real figures to it. If it's your first time in the group, I would say post at least 3 times a week, right? Mix it up. Mix it up with some mindset. Mix it up with some tips that you have for them, okay? And some proof if you have proof. If you don't have proof, then do some more of the tips and do some more of the mindset. But do that for a couple of weeks to warm up the group so they get used to seeing your name up here. They see you, and you probably get a little cool badge, like this one says visual storyteller, right? You probably get a cool badge, but people will get to know you a lot faster. And we already know on social media, you're dealing with the know, like, and trust factor. So you definitely want people to get to know, like, and trust you way faster. Now, remember I also told you that I show you some things or tell you some things of what not to post. So let me just point out something that you don't want to post, okay? When you're in these groups and your intent is to provide value, do not post the company name. If it's a company name outside of this group that you are getting results in, like maybe you're using some outside training to get results in, because I use outside training, different from what's in this group, to get results on Facebook, right? Definitely, okay? So, but you do not want to post those names in this group, okay? You don't want to go into, let's say, the group name is Forex Trading, for example, right? You go into Forex Trading and you show them all the people that you recruited, right? And that's awesome. And you say, hey, I'm using this Facebook paid ads training, from Facebook paid ads 101 or whatever, right? Don't mention those other company names. That can be looked at as you trying to solicit, you trying to spam in the group. It's almost as bad as you posting an affiliate link, right? So don't do that, which brings me to the next thing. Don't post an affiliate link, okay? Your purpose when you're warming up the group is literally to give that value, give that mindset, show some proof while giving value on top of that proof. That literally is the purpose of this step number 2, which is warming up that Facebook group, okay? So make sure you don't try and tag any of your other, kind of pitch any of your other opportunities, and don't even pitch your other Facebook group. Don't even mention that. All right, now that we've got numbers 1 and 2 covered, let's go ahead to step number 3. Okay, and step number 3, to do that the fastest and most effective way, I actually use a super cool tool, all right, to accomplish this. And what we're going to do is, now that we have warmed up this group, they're warm to us, they're loving us, they're liking us, right? Because we put our value posts in there, and we put our proof pics in there, with some more value, and we put some actual, mindset training in there. Now they're warmed up to us. Now we're ready to actually invite the people from this highly targeted group. Aha, see, you thought step number 1 didn't have a purpose. Yes, it did. It's highly targeted. Why? Because once again, people in this Facebook group that you've chosen are the people that are the same type of people that you want to be helping. You want to have the ability to help in your Facebook group. So what are you going to do? You're going to invite them to join you in your Facebook group. So of course, right, this is why you get them all warmed up. So they're like, oh yeah, when they get the invite, they're like, oh yeah, invite from, you know, the car lady, or on Facebook it's Divine Real, right? Hey, get the invite from Divine Real. Oh shoot, man, I've been seeing her post all the time in the Facebook group, helping us out and giving us value. Sure, I'll go ahead and join the group with the quickness, baby. All right, so let me go ahead and show you how I go about this. Check this out. Alright, so what you see here is a tool that I use called Social Prospector Pro to make this lightning fast. Yes, baby, best thing I've seen, and I haven't seen it before, so this is the best thing I've seen. Okay, so we go here in the tool, alright, and one of the features, this is just one of the features, but one of the features inside of this tool of Social Prospector Pro is called a group inviter. So we come here, we've already logged into our Facebook. Side note, okay, make sure that while you're doing this, that you're not logged into Facebook on your computer or on your device at the same time. Okay, make sure that you're not in Facebook on any of the other windows. All right, that way there's no conflict with the tool doing its job. Okay, then you'll be good. So let's go over here to where it says Group Inviter right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click that. All right, now it's just letting us know, because this tool, this Social Prospector Pro, actually has some limitations in it to kind of give us guidelines, really is what it is, to let us know that, hey, this is about how many, you know, requests that you want to send out per day, so that way you don't go over the limit. Here it says they recommend no more than 300 invites per day recommended. Okay, so the next we're going to hit this button that says Fetch Groups, and what that's going to do is it's already, you know, logged into your Facebook account, right? So it's going to fetch all of the groups that you're in, so that way you get a list of them, and then we're going to be able to choose that specific group that we've been warming up for the last couple weeks. Or like I said, maybe you already did the warm-up process, but you didn't know how to really put it all together. But after watching this video, you're going to know exactly how to put it together, right? So let's go ahead and let that tool do its magic, baby. All right, we're back, and to give you an idea of the elapsed time, that was about maybe 60 seconds. All right, now I'm in over 100 groups. Okay, so mine took a little bit longer than yours may take. Yours may only take 30 seconds if you're not in a lot of groups. Okay, now remember the group that we've been warming up, so we're just going to go ahead and find that group here, and we see it right here at the top. This is the group that I've been warming up once again for the last 2 weeks. Okay, and now we're ready. The group is nice and ready. We're ready for step 3, so we can go ahead and invite the members from that group and invite them directly over to our Facebook group. Let's do it. So what we do is we find the group that we want to invite people from over here on the left side, and this is the group, so I'll hit select. Okay, now over on the right, we just go ahead and select whichever Facebook group it is that you want to invite them to. Okay, now I have a few groups that I'm an admin of, because in order for you to be able to invite people to a Facebook group, you do have to be an admin of that group. Okay, so I'm going to choose the group that I'm an admin of over here, and I'm going to hit select. All right, then that's going to highlight, and you see now I have the option to go ahead and invite. So now I'm just going to hit this invite button, so that way it can go ahead and start finding the people that are in the group on the left, okay, so that I can invite them to my group on the right. Here's a note, okay, here's a note. In order for this to work, this is how it happens, okay? The group that you're inviting people from, notice it says select groups to invite friends from. That means it's going to invite people that you are friends from. Look here, it found 274 people that I'm friends with. And I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10, even if, you know, this is your first time going into whatever group it is that you find, all right, even if that's the case, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be a situation where you already have some friends in there. Okay, so don't worry about, well, man, I just got in the group and, you know, I don't have any friends in here. Trust me. All right, and especially if you're using this tool, you're going to be adding friends, targeted friends, like hotcakes. Okay, so don't even worry about that. And as we were talking, you see that this is done, and it actually sent those 274 invites just like that. It's like it's done. Like I didn't even pause the video type deal. All right, so it sent 274. So as you see, we did not go over the recommended number of requests to send out for that day, which was 300. So we're good to go on that, and everybody has been invited. So now what happens is Facebook sends them the invite, and they have the option. Okay, so it's not like just adding people randomly to your Facebook group. You don't want to do that anyway, you know, just randomly. You know how you used to could add people to your Facebook group, you know, or people could add you to a Facebook group randomly, and you're like, wait a minute, how did I get in this group, right? Well, now Facebook has it where you can send people an invite, and then they still have the option of whether or not they want to come in. But I want you to think about the psychology, baby. All right, think about the psychology. If you've been warming up the Facebook group like I taught you, right, for a couple of weeks ahead, right, and then you send the invite, for one, they're gonna know your name. Okay, they're gonna know your name now. And number two, they're gonna be like, oh wow, this is, you know, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely do want to be in the 𝐬𝐞 Ladies group. I definitely do, because 𝐬𝐞 Lady has been giving that value. So you're gonna get a lot more people who actually accept that invite to come into your group. All right. Now, just like I promised you, I wanted to show you some of the results of my Facebook group, because I have been using this tool as well to build up my Facebook group recently, Advanced Marketers Academy Social Edition, right? So let me go ahead and jump into my Facebook group and show you guys some of the analytics, okay? So right now we're done with the tool. We've done our thing, all right? And might I point out something? Before you say, well, man, I can do this manually, okay? I don't know about you, but trying to send out 274 invites to a Facebook group would definitely take you more than, you know, 60 seconds. Like, yeah, who wants to spend all of that time, right? And it probably would take you like 2 days to do this manually, but who would want to spend all that time doing that, like manually? Like seriously, nobody in Nobodyville, okay? So let's go ahead, and we're ready to get out of the tool. We're good to go. So let's go ahead and log out of the tool, and then we're going to go ahead and jump back into our Facebook. All right, so we're here, over here in the group. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And you can see, we're going to get into the group insights, but really quick, you can see that I already have 20 new members for this week already. And once again, these are highly targeted members, people who I know that I have some value to give them, okay? So let's jump over here to group insights over here to the left. Let's go ahead so we can check out some of these analytics. And while we're doing that, check this out. This just came in right here on this video. Someone just accepted the invite right here. This young lady down here to the lower left, someone just accepted the invite that I just sent out. Like, that's bananas, guys. You see how absolutely powerful this is? All right, I just had to say that. Let's go ahead and find these analytics. Now, you can see right here, all right, remember I first showed you it said 20 new members, then you saw another one accepted the invite, and now another person has accepted the invite. So you see now it has 22 new members, okay? Because once they accept the invite, now they're in here. You can make a welcome post for them and all of that good stuff. Now, Facebook has done some recent updates, all right? Facebook just not too long ago was showing the insights for us to see, like, you know, the chart as far as, like, you know, what percentage that you've grown, how fast you've grown, and everything like that. Literally, I did a video just a few days ago and it was showing that, but it looks like Facebook is doing some updates, so they're not showing those particular insights that I'm looking for at the moment. Hopefully they will bring those insights back, but for right now, you could always see what's going on, because I mean, you'll be able to see how many members you have coming in, you know, into your group, and you'll be able to start seeing that members number grow. Now, hopefully you found that super valuable, okay? And like I told you, it was just 3 easy steps on how to get more members in your Facebook group in 2020, especially when you're picking up that tool, the Social Prospector Pro, using the group inviter feature. That'll be the first link in the description. You can go ahead and check out the tool for yourself. And right now they have a promotion going on where you can actually try the tool out for $1, okay? So grab that tool, it's the first link in the description, and be able to increase the members in your Facebook group. And if you're like me, one of the things that you do in your group is you teach about affiliate marketing, right? Well, the second link in the description is going to show you one of the trainings that I use. Is actually a step-by-step training for affiliate marketing for beginners, right? So the second link in the description is what I recommend. If you're a beginner, you want to learn about affiliate marketing, go ahead and pick that up. You know, it is like the best bang for your buck. So if you're on a shoestring budget and you want to learn affiliate marketing, the second link in the description is for you. So if you found some value for this, go ahead, do give it a thumbs up, baby, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button, and if you don't mind, go ahead and crush that bell, baby, so you could be alerted the next time I come up with some content, because you already know I'm definitely bringing it to you guys every single week. All right, other than that, guess what? This is 𝐷 baby, and we're gonna take this right to the top. All right, here we go.